weekend day in our life. I just felt so pressured whenever I would hear that. 85% sure that I was being followed in Market Basket. Look at that little manatee. Okay, this is really difficult. It totally overwhelms me as a new mom. The cutest thing. These were $6. Parenthood is wild, you guys.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark? From so far away, show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night? And what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights.
You watching Daddy?
Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
Oh, roads may be icy. Lovely. But good morning, everybody, and welcome to a weekend day in our life. I did a weekday in my life recently, so if you haven't checked that out, go ahead. It's up on the channel, and there will definitely be more of those. I just felt like that was a really appropriate way to kick off just like the normal vlogs again. And it's a pretty good, accurate representation of our weekdays as far as our schedule, or as close of a schedule as we try to follow during the week while working from home, getting things done with a baby in the house. Today is Sunday, so happy Sunday. If you guys have been following us since before we had Annie, you would know that Sunday is for life admin things. Not like terribly boring life admin things. I actually like grocery shopping, but it's grocery shopping and like cleaning day. And since Annie's been born, we have slowly but surely gotten back to that routine. I know that during my pregnancy, Jack tried to like spread out the cleaning by doing like one thing during the weekdays. So for example, he would do like the bathroom on one day, and then we would do the kitchen on another, so it wasn't like all on Sunday in preparation for when we had a baby, because doing it all on Sunday we didn't think was feasible. But actually trying to stick to a cleaning schedule, even if it's just like one thing a day during the week, was kind of harder than doing it on Sunday, just because you really have no idea what your day is gonna look like, honestly, during the week. So with that said, Annie is down for her first nap, and during that, Jack gets done basically everything besides mom brain. Pregnancy brain doesn't go away, you guys, I'm telling you. But he gets done basically everything besides like vacuuming, and when I feed her next, that's when he usually knocks out the vacuuming. But for me, I do Sunday errands, because that is something, hello, welcome to below my face. I like doing errands, and the thing is right now during the week, Jack gets out basically every day pretty much, unless it's like a bad sleep night, for the gym in the mornings, and I don't leave the house during the week, so we have to figure that out. But in the meantime, doing my Sunday errands, I actually look forward to it very much so. I feel like I always did before having Annie. I just like puttering around, but especially since I don't get out during the week, this feels very nice. The difference though between pre-Annie Sunday errands and post-Annie Sunday errands is that, as you can imagine, we have to be a little more strategic with our time, because looking at my app, we have about an hour and a half until she's going to probably wake up and or need to eat again. So on my mental list for my errands today, we need a new laundry basket because ours broke, but I also want a Tupperware container to put away her newborn clothes, which makes me very emotional. But it's an entire drawer that we never open anymore because she just doesn't fit in any of it anymore. And so I want to sort through those things, but I need a bin, and I'm thinking that'll go under her crib because we have some good storage under there for old clothes. Then I have to grocery shop, but normally I would go get the laundry basket probably at Home Goods because I know they have them there and the prices are really good, but I know they don't have a lot of storage container bins there, or at least it's not guaranteed. So I would go to someplace like Target where they have that like bright home, bright light, what is that line that they have of organization stuff, you know, or Walmart. But I don't have the time to do two separate stores and grocery shop. So I find myself at Target because I can check out their laundry baskets here. And if I don't like the prices as much as I know I would like the Home Goods prices, I'll just take a look on Amazon. There is a worker coming and he's gonna think I'm absolutely insane for filming myself. And he's definitely got the TikTok style haircut. So he knows that I would be vlogging. He knows what I would be doing. So anyway, that's the gist. We're at Target. I'm on the lookout for those two things. And then we need to skedat to grocery shopping.
It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me even.
So I was like 85%, I've thought about this percentage, 85% sure that I was being followed in Market Basket. It was just one of those things. This man seemed to pop up in every aisle that I specifically was in, but he never had anything in his hand, and he just seemed to be like perusing the shelves, and it started freaking me out a little bit, not gonna lie. So I was very aware. I just made sure to like have my head on a swivel, and finally it was another aisle. He popped up. My heart was like beating really fast, and I, as uncomfortable as it was, just made sure to stare at him just in case my spidey senses may be correct. I wanted him to know that I definitely saw him and I definitely knew what he was doing, if that's what he was doing. And literally as soon as I decided to stare at him, he happened to pick something up off the shelves, like literally randomly at that moment, just pick something up off the shelves and continue on his way. So I was just very aware the rest of my grocery trip, and then when I was checking out, I saw him actually leaving with a small family, and I didn't get any bad vibes. It was very clear that he was sent by his significant other to go get an item, and he just didn't know where that item was. That's my conclusion, but either way, stay vigilant, ladies. Another thing, Annie turned 3.5 months today, and we haven't done her ice cream cake. If you guys have been following us through our infertility journey, you know that like every trimester, starting with transfer day, actually, Jack always got me an ice cream cake that said pupo on it the first transfer we did, which didn't turn out. And then the second transfer we did, he got one that said PASP, which is pregnant and staying pregnant, and that's the one that worked. And then every trimester after that, he got me first trimester, second trimester, etc. And so when Annie was born, he got her a 1-month cake. It's just a mini ice cream cake, one of those Caravelle ones, or however you say it. It's so good. Those things are so good. Like those little crunchies, the like cookie crunchies on the bottom, delish. But he got her a 1-month one, and then I got her a 2-month one. And the people at the Market Basket Bakery, there's a woman there that when I went to get the 2-month one, she looked over and was like, your husband was here just a little bit ago getting a 1-month one. And I was like, yes, that is my husband. So they've gotten to know us. And so when I got the 3-month one today, they were really excited. And then I chose is this woman gonna cross I'm so confused. I'm gonna go. Okay. And then when I was checking out, I chose one where I recognized a woman from when Jack and I were at Market Basket at the 2-week mark. It was like the first time we were going grocery shopping, and we went as a family, and it was really nerve-wracking. I remember it feeling so weird to be out of the house. It literally felt like my head was in a million places being out of the house for the first time with a baby, and Jack was wearing her, and we were just doing our best. I think I may have forgotten like 10 different grocery items during that trip, but we did what we could. And when we were checking out, we had a box of newborn diapers, and the woman asked, you know, do you have a newborn at home? And Jack like peeled back his jacket, and he was on his chest in the carrier, and she was so excited. So today when I picked up the 3-month cake and went to check out, I told her that we were here at 2 weeks, and she just turned 3 months, and she was just so happy. She also told me that it's about time to start having another one, and I was like, huh, if only it was that easy. Right on time. Look at that little manatee in her little sleep sack.
Mom, I woke up extra hungry today.
I woke up on the wrong side of the bassinet this afternoon. You guys, yesterday, Jack and I went out somewhere that was not the grocery store, all together as a family, to consume food or beverage.
Beveraginos!
We went to one of our favorite breweries, Allagash, around here, and it was such a crazy experience because whenever we were trying to conceive IVF, infertility, all of that stuff, we would go to our favorite breweries and we would see families like out and about at them. They seemed to be such family-friendly places to be. Mom and dad could enjoy a pint while the kids either played with some of the toys that were there, or they just hung out at their table, or there was a stroller next to the table. So when we were dreaming of her, we were like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be a brewery baby, we're gonna be a local brewery family. But I've been so nervous to go to public places with her. I get so nervous about just the chaos that potentially could be there if she's just not feeling it, and like, what do we do in that situation? Her diaper bag and the extra things to pack, and it just totally overwhelms me as a new mom. But every time I do something that is out of my comfort zone, which all of this is out of my comfort zone, and I just prove to myself that I can do it, that we can do it, even if it doesn't go perfectly, and even if the things that I'm afraid of actually do happen, that's actually best case scenario, because I proved to myself that even in the worst case scenario, it's totally fine. But going out and enjoying either food or beverage out in public at like a public establishment was just very scary for me. But we did it. We literally did it, Bob.
You did so good.
I was so scared. And she's like, what are you talking to? But we got there. Allagash has like these little huts outside, and we got there around like lunchtime, so not a ton of people were quite there yet. So these little outdoor huts with heaters were all available, so we just kind of parked our stroller in there. And yes, she cried. She was definitely tired by the time we got there, but it was totally fine. And she had a little mini nap while we enjoyed a pint, and then she had a massive blowout in the car, and we handled it. It was totally fine also. And we got home just in time for feeding. She would argue that it was not just in time for feeding. She would argue that we were very late on feeding, but it was only by like a couple of minutes.
It was great when we were changing and that guy shared his story.
Oh yeah. When we had like all of the doors open basically to change her, like
blasting the heat.
Yeah, exactly. Blasting the heat. I was running around the car to make sure Jack had like all of the stuff that he needed. And this guy came up before he drove away with like his Chick-fil-A. He came up to our car and was like, I know exactly what this is like. He said, I will never forget. I was driving on a highway in Connecticut and I had to pull over in a rainstorm to change my baby in the trunk of our car. And the rain was just hitting the baby because it was so rainy and so stormy. And I just was like laughing because it could always be worse. It could always be worse. And honestly, more likely than not, the people we encounter out in public know exactly like what we're going through, or they've also had kids of their own and they totally get it. And the crying doesn't faze them. The dirty diaper doesn't faze them. And it was just really fun to connect with different people. I saw like a few families at the brewery with like young little ones that were taking bottles and stuff. It was just really cool. It was definitely a different perspective going to a place where we've gone so many times without kids, with a baby of our own.
Yes. It's cool, like being on the other side for like 3.5, 4 years or whatever, just looking at like people bring their kids to breweries and all that stuff. And like we're not even to like the hacky sack stage, like where they're playing the games and stuff or whatever.
No.
With their kids. Like we brought our kid and we like did us relatively chill. Like she fussed a little bit in the
She
carriage,
definitely, yeah. She's not quite used to her like carriage because we're not a family that like goes a ton of places, you know, like we don't always utilize the stroller as much as I would imagine like other families do. Going a ton of places, or if you live like in a city, I'm sure you would like utilize the stroller a lot. So she's just not quite used to the stroller, but that's why I like using the stroller if we have the chance to just get her like used to being in it. She was so fuzzy and so fluffy. We had her in her little foot move thing that attaches to the stroller, and for her upper part of her body we had her in this like way too oversized. It's definitely like a 6 to 9 month type of size right now. For Christmas my mom got her a North Face jacket for when she was a little bit older. It's the only fluffy thing we had that doesn't cover her whole body, and we didn't want her to like overheat in her foot move or anything like that. So we put that on, and that was like oversized, and she was just so fluffy. She fell asleep. You had a nice little nap outside, and it was lovely. We all got fresh air. Mommy, Daddy got to enjoy themselves.
That foot move is such a good investment.
Yeah, you like the foot move?
Yeah.
I splurged on the specific Up a Baby foot move because we just have such gnarly winters here. So whether it's a walk or whether it's going to a brewery and we're staying outside just to have our own space, I was like, I'm getting it. I'm sure there are dupes out there on Amazon and stuff, but either way, we have used that multiple times now, and I think I got it like just a week or 2 weeks ago. Film in here now, I am reminded that I never did a formal like dedicated video for a nursery tour, and at this point you guys have definitely just seen the entire nursery just from all angles in vlogs and videos, but I still think I'd like to do it. I feel like it's like a rite of passage in a video that I have dreamed about doing for years, and then I can point out very specifically like where things are from and stuff, and I love watching those videos. So if you guys like watching those, let me know and I will definitely film that. But something I've been wanting to do for a little bit is clear out some of that crib. I cleared it out once already, and then it's just a great place to dump stuff. Bless you. But right now Annie is still in her 3-month clothes. I think she still has a tiny bit more to go in them. They're definitely not tight yet. With that said, any clothes that we are getting or we got for Christmas are a 6-month or a 9-month size or above. I definitely took advantage of the after Christmas sales because she's gonna get there eventually and we're gonna need to clothe her, so might as well. Honestly, it's just so much fun. That is something that I didn't think about when having babies, and with my first baby, is that they're constantly growing and they're constantly going to need new clothes. And I have been itching to go to that thrift shop that I frequented when I was pregnant, but I've just not had the chance to get out and have the time to sift through everything to pick up stuff from there. But anyways, let's start with this outfit. Jack's sister was in town recently and she brought her other sister, so I had 2 of my sister-in-laws and one of Annie's cousins over the other day, and they brought this freaking the cutest thing, and this will fit her right now. It's for Valentine's Day. Look out for a picture of that on Instagram. Look what mommy has for you. New clothes, babies. Popped into Old Navy the other day just to browse their clearance section. These overalls, these were $6, and I got a 6 to 12 month size because by 12 months it'll be October again. So thinking of like the seasons and the types of clothes per season is something I never did when I was not pregnant or had a baby, and so I definitely was the person, if I was like buying clothes for anyone expecting a baby, who did not think of the seasons and like the clothes that I was buying and the sizes of them. And then I got an 18 to 24 month because the sale was just perfect. $6 for really, really comfy sweatshirt type of overalls. Adorable babies. So cute. And then I have not opened either of these packages, so mommy is very excited. This is an Old Navy order I made during an after Christmas sale, and I actually forget what's in here, so let's see. Oh my gosh, so freaking cute. I got this Sherpa set for during the winter. This is a 3 to 6 month, and it's in this pink color. It's very soft. It's very soft inside as well. Nice and warm. And look at the little button details. Oh my gosh, so stinking cute. Oh nice, I picked up a couple pairs of pants slash leggings. They came in ivory and a pink color. 3 to 6 months. I have to say that is an article of clothing that I'm glad I have a few of, but not one that I need nearly as many as I had, just because we did a lot of jammies early on and still are doing jammies primarily at 3 months. So if I just have a couple on hand, I can always get more. Oh, I remember this. Okay, the primary reason that I was shopping these sales was mainly for sleepers, because I know how often we wear sleepers in this house, and this one was on sale. This is so cute. This is a 3 to 6 month. Look at the print. That's just so cute. I could not resist. I actually don't know if this was on sale, if I'm being honest. I probably saw this and was like, I need it. And what else, baby? Oh, oh, nice. Perfect. Like I said, the main driver for the shopping were sleepers. So I heard a lot of great things about Old Navy's ribbed sleepers. And I did see them in store and I did like them. So I picked up this ribbed sleeper. I think it was like $10 or something. And I got a 3 to 6 month. So I hear that people really like them. They're nice and lightweight, but stretchy and still footy. So nice and warmy. We'll try those out. And then I also got, I think this is a 3-pack or a 5-pack of sleepers. People said they love Old Navy for sleepers specifically, and they are really nice. They're nice and lightweight. They're not too thick, but they're very, very soft. So I got a pack with the double zipper situation, and this was definitely on sale. So these are all 3 to 6 months as well. We've got this mint color. We've got this baby blue color. Oh, okay, it's definitely just a 3-pack. And we've got this oatmeal color. I remember I got a 3-pack because I wasn't sure how they would fit or if I would like them, because I haven't got Old Navy jammies yet, so we shall see. But so far I really like them. And then Nana took advantage of the Pair after Christmas sale. Pair is literally one of my favorite baby clothing brands, but their stuff is definitely on the pricier side, so whenever they have sales, it's a great time to buy. So thank you, Nana. These are so stinking cute. I think we got all sleepers. Can't remember the size, probably 6 months. It is amazing how many sleepers we go through in a week in this house. Yep, these are also 3 to 6 months. These will be probably more on the 6 month side if I'm looking at the size right, but look at this print. So freaking cute. The quality of this brand is outrageous. Oh my gosh, that's right. She got this for Valentine's Day in mind. This is very soft. This feels like a different material than the other one. So cutie, baby. You are gonna be so styling in all of your jammies. It's so interesting how many different sizes, depending on the different brands, everything is too. Like this 3 to 6 month is not the same size as the Old Navy 3 to 6 month that I just opened. Oh my gosh, look at that. That little woodland animal theme going on. Oh my gosh, so cute. I can't wait to put her in these. Oh, is that a yawn? Telltale signs that her wake window is closing. But we got so much good time playing with Marissa Monkey. We love Marissa Monkey. Oh, I love this one. I've had my eye on this one for a while, this print. It's a little moon print, and the moon has little Z's coming out, and they've got, I think, a blue one and a pink one. So cute. You are gonna be set, girl. Set for a while with the jammies, but honestly, not too long. She's never set for as long as I want her to be with these size clothes. If anybody wants this code, you get 20% off your next order. I probably won't use it. So February 27th is when this expires, so grab that code, buy yourself something pretty, because this is my favorite brand. So good. We'll detag everything and we'll put everything in the wash, so it's all ready for you whenever you need these clothes. All ready for you, especially the Valentine's Day outfits.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
Annie's down for her second nap of the day in that very next room. I can't believe that this will be like her napping room soon. We're gonna try to introduce naps slowly but surely so she gets used to the crib in here for when it's time to transition. But right now it's just been like where we play and where we read books. So I don't think of it as her sleeping room, so that's strange. But right now I'm gonna open her newborn drawer, and I already feel myself getting emotional doing this. So like, her pink fuzzy suit. I knew this was gonna be hard because whenever I thought about it, I definitely felt myself getting choked up. But because the newborn phase was so difficult for me, I just thought that some of these things that parents, this is the first outfit we bought when we found out we were pregnant. I obviously was not thinking of the weather and the seasons and the sizing, even when I was pregnant myself. Okay, this is really difficult. I just thought that because the newborn phase was really, really hard and postpartum was really, really tough for me, that I would bypass some of this hard stuff. You know, I wouldn't feel as sentimental. I wouldn't feel like a lot of moms feel when they go through their baby's old clothes, just because that time was so hard. That is just not true. Now that I'm past it and just feeling so much better, now that I'm out of the 4th trimester, I half expected to look back at the newborn phase with so much like positivity and love, almost like forgetting how hard it was. And just personally for me, and I know that it's different for a lot of people, but I still don't. But that just doesn't mean that I can bypass these emotions. She's my baby, you know? I think honestly one of the best pieces of advice that I got during this phase was, instead of somebody saying, soak it all in, it's gonna go by so fast, which is great advice for, I'm sure, a lot of people, but for me, I just felt so pressured whenever I would hear that, because I wasn't enjoying it and I was having a really hard time, and that made me feel guilty, like even more guilty than I already felt as a new mom. So instead of that, a variation that really helped me was soak in what you can, because all we can do is soak in what we can, especially if we're having a hard time. And I just loved that version of that sentiment, if that makes sense. I also thought that going through these clothes would bring up almost a guilty feeling because I wasn't able to soak it all in or enjoy the majority of it. I thought those feelings might come rushing back when I look at these, but honestly it doesn't. It doesn't feel like that, and I don't feel like a bad mom, and I don't feel like I should have soaked in more or I should have appreciated more, because at the end of the day I soaked in and I appreciated what I could during it, and that's all we can do. We can only do the best that we can do, and letting go of that shame and letting go of that guilt is just so freeing, and it still allows me to pick up little onesies like this and just have so much joy and sadness at the same time. This was Jack's favorite onesie. Whenever he would dress her, he picked out this one. It's from Carter's, and we got it on like in crazy super sale or something. It's like $3 or something like that. We have so many pictures of her in this. Oh, how am I gonna get rid of any of this stuff? I have this bin right here that I got at Target, and I think I'm gonna make a pile of things that I'm saving or I just cannot get rid of, and things that I'll either donate or sell that I don't have like a ton of sentimental value to. Like, she never wore these, but the hospital had them and they were super cool. They're little suits. It looks like they're 2 pieces, but they're not, and it makes it really easy to do skin to skin, like really easy. You just Velcro it back up, so when you're in the hospital and you're doing skin to skin, they're encouraging skin to skin. These would have been really cool, but I just never got around to putting her in them, so I'd love to donate those. As I'm looking through this newborn stuff, I can point out really well what things we just did not use at all. Socks being one of them. She kicked them off so easily, and we were just doing sleepers anyway with the little footies, and so she never needed socks, or very rarely needed socks. And now instead, because she kicked them off so easily, if she needs something on her feet, I got these off Amazon. I got them in a slightly bigger size than she is so that she can grow into them. They're just little footy things, and what's great about them is they snap in 2 different places so that you can tighten them a little bit if you need to, so they don't fall off as easily as socks. Oh. She wore this hat home on the drive home from the hospital. Wow, Parenthood is wild, you guys. Another couple things that we personally just did not use, actually, but I'm glad we had on hand because a lot of people do use them, and I'll keep a few for our next baby, which is crazy to think about right now, but are just these little suits, the little snap ones. We just never put her in these. She was always in, like I said, the little footy sleepers instead, but she also was born in the late fall, early winter, so I'm sure maybe if the weather was warmer, we would have had some of these things just for her to hang out in, but she was always more bundled up. But I thought that we would do a lot of like pants and stuff like that, but we never really did. We tried a few times. Those are the days that she always just blew out her diaper. Like this outfit specifically, these pants, they're so cute. I remember I put her in them and then she pooped all over them. But I had so many newborn pants and we very, very rarely wore them. We have a lot of hats too. Oh, my mom's friend, I call her Aunt Nan, made this hat for Annie the nanny. A little reindeer hat. So cute. I can't get rid of stuff like that, obviously. This was one of my favorite outfits of hers. It just has Asian pears on it. It's really cute. One of the main thoughts going through this drawer is thinking about our next baby wearing some of Annie's old clothes, and that has to be a surreal feeling for parents of multiples, like watching your new baby wear the clothes that your previous newborn wore. That has to be a wild ride as well. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cry. I'm gonna get through this and everything's gonna be fine.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire.
Oh, good. We love slow wakes.
You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you.